welcome back. Today's video is going to be a part 2 of my top tips for losing weight, weight loss hacks, whatever you want to call it. So the first part of this video has 10 tips. This one will have 10 tips as well. I'm going to link part 1 down below. Let's go ahead and get started with part 2. So one tip is to set a water intake goal. So, okay, I'm going to have 10 glasses of water today, whatever you decide, whatever, depends on how many ounces are in the cup and how many ounces your doctor would think you should have. But basically, you should keep track of how much water you're drinking if you have a problem meeting that number regularly. So set a goal. Okay, I'm going to have 10 glasses today. Mark them off as you drink them. So if you keep track in a pretty little planner, or if you just have a little post-it and you just want to go check, 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 if you want to have a tally mark on the top of your notepad at work, or whatever helps you. Or you can get one of those really big water bottles that's like this big and then say, okay, by lunch I want to be halfway through this. By dinner, or by the time I leave work at 5 o'clock, I want to be all the way through this water bottle. Set a goal and then keep track of whether or not you finish it, or make yourself finish it, you know. And then try to replace the non-water drinks in your diet with water. And if you can't go all the way water, at least try to substitute some of those higher sugar drinks for the low calorie, low sugar ones. And also, you can buy those little powders. They're like little packets of mixture powder thing that you can pour into your bottled water, shake it up, and it'll give you a flavored water. Definitely give those a try. I mean, I don't think anything's quite as good as just real plain water, but if you need a little bit of flavor to get you through to help drink more, that's a great tip. The second tip is to shop mostly on the perimeter of the store at the grocery store. So you'll notice the perimeter of the store has produce, bread, meat, dairy. If you shop on that perimeter of the store, you're going to be more likely to end up with like a paleo diet, something really natural, less processed, and healthier. If you start shopping on the inside aisles, you may be able to get some very healthy items, but you're almost guaranteed to get very healthy items if you shop on the perimeter of the aisle of the grocery store. So in the inside aisles would be like your crackers, your cookies, your candy, your cupcakes, soda, chips, all that stuff is in the center of the store. So if you can try to stay on the perimeter of the grocery store, then you'll be more likely to eat less. So only venture into the center of the grocery store if you have a reason to. So that would lead me into tip number 3 is shop with a grocery list and plan your meals ahead of time so you know what you need with the grocery store. Before you go to the store, make sure you've checked what you have in the pantry and in the refrigerator on hand, so that when you go to the grocery store, you already know what you're going to have for dinner every night of the week or till the next time you go to the store. And then you can also determine, you know, do I actually need to go into the center section of the store? Granted, yes, sometimes you do. You need to get some canned products for something or whatever. I'm not saying everything can be replaced by fruits and vegetables, but it does help if you try to focus a lot of your energy on shopping on the perimeter of the store. But making a grocery list is a great tip, because I can't tell you how many times I've gone into the grocery store for 5 items that come out with 20. And I'm like, how did that happen? So make your list and stick to it. Only venture off the list when you absolutely need to. Like maybe you forgot to put one of the ingredients for your vegetable soup on the list. Okay, then you can venture off the list. But don't just be like, oh, crackers. Oh, chips. You know, stay on your list. You'll be more successful. We have to admit that pre-planning you makes better decisions than the hungry you in the present. So hungry you in the present is going to be tempted by things. Pre-planning you did not see those cookies. They are not tempted. They're going to make smarter decisions. Hope you guys get that. All right, number 4 is up your grocery budget and lower your dining out budget. So let's say you normally spend about $100 at the grocery store every week and usually spend about $100 eating out. Let yourself buy more groceries. Like, let yourself have that really nice stuff that rather than buying the little sandwich meat that's already cut, go to the deli and have them cut up the best cut of meat that you've ever had in your entire life. Like, pay for quality ingredients and don't dine out as much. I feel like I don't miss eating out as much when I can spend as much as I want at the grocery store. When I can buy the really nice steak and I can buy really fresh vegetables, I feel that like I don't miss going out as much. When I'm cooking more and experimenting with more recipes and buying new ingredients and having new things to try and sample, I don't miss eating out. So definitely look at your budget and decide, you know, where are you spending your money? Maybe you could flip that. If you're spending more dining out than you are on your groceries in the house, possibly switch that up. Try it for a week, see if it works out okay, if you find yourself missing something. But for me personally, I love eating out. Like, I would eat out 3 meals a day every single day if it wasn't for budget and calories. but I actually really like cooking too, so I just think that it helps me to have things in the house that I want to eat and that I want to cook, and then I don't mind eating at home. Number 5 is to fill your friends and family in on your diet plan. I know so many people who are very outgoing and public about their diets and put things all over their social media accounts, and I'm doing this diet and this is what I can eat. And then there are those people who are more quiet and reserved and private, and they don't tell people that they're on a diet. So then they show up at that dinner party and there is absolutely nothing that they can eat because they didn't tell anybody that they were on some special diet. So now you can't have gluten, or you were trying not to have carbs, and every single thing at the meal has carbs. So if you tell your friends and family, they're going to be more likely to support you. For most people this is obvious, but I think that not everybody is that way, so I wanted to point that out. The more people you tell, the more people that are probably going to be on your side. There are always going to be Scrooges and people who are not supportive of you in your life, but I think you'll find most people are going to be supportive and say, oh, okay, sure, I'll make sure there's something gluten-free, or I'll make sure that there's something that doesn't have soy in it, or whatever your dietary need is. You don't have to be specific, but you can just tell them, I'm trying to eat a little lighter. And they'll say, great, I'll make a veggie platter, or something, So don't be afraid to tell these people. And that ties into number 6. Offer to bring a dish when you get invited somewhere. So your friend invites you over for dinner. Hey, can I bring something? Can I bring a veggie platter? Can I bring some cut up fruit? Great. And then if you bring something, let's say you bring a whole wheat pasta dish with vegetables and chicken in it, and they're serving Italian food for dinner or something, you can bring your dish and only eat from yours and have just a little bit of theirs to be polite. But then there's something at that party that you can eat, you can control, and what's in it. It's easy to track in a Weight Watchers tracker, and it's just good to know what's in these foods. So if you're going to a place where you may not know the people, definitely just ask, hey, is it all right if I bring a dish? Most hostesses are going to be thrilled. Perhaps they'll tell you, well, we already planned to have this, this, and this, or it's going to be catered, so you don't need to. In that case, it is what it is, but I think that it doesn't hurt to offer, and it also makes you look like you're nice. Like, it makes you look like you're willing to help. And I know myself from having hosted many gatherings at our house that I appreciate when someone says, can I bring something? A lot of the times my answer is, no, we've got everything. But sometimes it's like, hey, can you bring the dessert? And they will. So it's really nice if you offer. And also it helps you because then you know what's in and then you know what's in a dish, and you know what you can eat. And that no matter what everything else on the table is, there's something that you can have. Number 7, actually use the breaks and lunch that your business, your company is required to give you. So you should be taking, 2 10, 15-minute breaks and a lunch during your shift at work. Even if you're salary, whether you're hourly or not, you should be getting those. And if you don't, you should speak up. But I find that a lot of adults just don't take official breaks. Like if you have a desk job and your boss, they don't require you to take them at certain times or whatever. Many adults do not step away from their desks for a break. And I'm telling you now, use those breaks. Go walk around the building. Or even sit in your car and bring your dumbbells and do some bicep curls, or walk around with a friend, or just go outside and talk on the phone if you work at decent hours. Or perhaps you can use that to run an errand, which means you're going to leave work, walk all the way to your car, go run an errand, walk all the way back to your car, go back into work. You're going to be doing more moving, getting up from your desk. So use those breaks and lunches that you get at work to dedicate to your health, or to just be more active and do stretches, if nothing else. If you can go somewhere that's a little bit more quiet, you can even stand in the bathroom stall and just kind of like do some stretches if your work isn't busy. Right into number 8, which is to find a buddy to work out with. Now, this could be a walking buddy, it could be a hiking buddy, it could be somebody that goes to the gym. But note what your friends, coworkers, and family members do for their exercise. If they're on a certain program, ask them, can I join you? I'm interested in learning more about CrossFit, or I'm interested in learning more about P90X, or whatever it is that they do. And most people will be like, yeah, I'd love to have somebody come with me. Or yeah, sure, my gym lets me get a guest pass. Let me see if I can get you a guest pass and we can go together. Or maybe it's just taking a walk around the block. Or maybe you notice your friend goes rollerblading and you want to rollerblade too. Say, hey, if I get some rollerblades, would you go with me? I want to try it out. Most people will be thrilled to have a buddy to go with, especially if they like you. Do those activities with your friends in advance, so you're less likely to cancel on them. When you're committed, Like, yes, I will be there on Friday at 6 p.m. We're going to go to the skating rink or something. If there's somebody waiting for you, you're not going to blow it off as much. So that's a tip for being successful in fitness. Find a buddy. You can have 5 different buddies. You can have, well, this person hikes on Saturdays, this person walks their dog every night, so I'm going to ask if I can join them when they walk their dog at night. It's a great idea. Why not? If they live in your neighborhood or nearby, you could join them for an hour-long walk and get your activity in. It's maybe annoying to have to get in your car and drive to their house to start your walk, but I am way more likely to participate in any physical activity if I have a partner. So I'm really glad my husband likes to walk, and our dog, of course, loves to walk. So that I'm really lucky in that, but I know not everybody has that. So if you can just note what your friends and family do and then ask if you can join. Simple. Number 9 is to track your weight, your measurements, your body fat, whatever it is that motivates you. If it's how many reps you can do at a certain weight of your fitness program, fantastic. Track it, set small goals, and then set big goals. Set in advance what your reward is going to be. Decide, my reward when I get to that 20-pound mark is going to be, I'm going to buy a new pair of pants, or I'm going to buy new shoes because my feet have shrunk or something. So set a goal. Okay, when I get that 10 pounds gone, I'm going to go and let myself spend $100 at Sephora. That motivates me. I don't know about everybody. So when you set that goal, reward yourself with anything besides food. I personally find that clothing is a really good reward because as you lose weight, you want new clothes, but not only that, you feel more confident. So even if your old clothes still fit kind of, you still want new clothes because you want to show off your body. You want people to notice you. You really want to flatter your new shape. And so buying clothes is also beneficial, not just because you feel like you worked hard and you deserve them, but because your body's changing and you're going to need to slowly replace your wardrobe one item at a time as you lose weight. So set your goals. When you make them, go for it. Set a reward and let yourself enjoy a splurge here and there on anything except for food. Using food as a reward, I have done it myself in the past. It does not work usually. I end up saying, yay, I met it. I finally got under this weight. Then I eat the meal and the next day I weigh over that again. I'm like, ugh, now I gotta start over and it takes me a week to get back to where I was. So hope you guys understand that tip. Last but not least, tip number 10 is if you are invited somewhere, if you're going out to eat with friends or family, suggest the restaurant. So a lot of times they'll say, hey, we should do dinner or something. Have like a top 3, top 5 restaurants in your area that you know where they are, you know what the menu is, you know how many calories, or you've seen the nutrition facts, you know what to expect when you go there. Have those top 3 to 5 restaurants in your head already. So when your friend says, hey, you guys, we should go out for dinner sometime, you could be like, oh, I know the perfect place. There's this place so-and-so, Applebee's down the street, and they have this kind of thing, and they have this salad bar that's really good, and they have the best blah, 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 blah. And people are like, oh, yeah, that does sound really good. Great, we'll meet you there. And then if they say, no, we've been there, we went there last week, then you could say, oh, how about Olive Garden? They have this whole wheat pasta dish that has the and this thing that I can have. It's so good, you know, sell it, but you pick the restaurant. Tell them, I have this great idea. Rather than being like, oh gosh, I don't know, because then they're going to pick a place, and chances are it's going to be a place that's like, every dish on the menu is like 1,000 to 2,000 calories, and you're going to be like, oh, I did so well today, and then I got invited to this place, and I couldn't control the menu, and I did the best I could, but I still ate bad. So if you have a list of restaurants that you know you can eat at, these are also going to help you, not just when you're eating out with friends and family, but when you're in a hurry and you don't have time to cook, you need to know. For me, one of the places that maybe isn't fancy, but Panda Express actually. Panda Express has their beef and broccoli, and they have like brown rice, and they have like steamed vegetables. So when I'm in a hurry and I need a fast food place, if I see a Panda Express, I stop right away. Because you can have a really decent sized bowl of beef and broccoli with like mixed vegetables and brown rice for like very few calories. So have that place in the back of your mind. It helps you when you, one, need to cheat, need to splurge. You want to eat out, you don't feel like cooking. But also when you're eating out with friends and family, if you already have a suggestion, it helps. But if you don't, let's say your friends and family already invited you to a place and they already picked the restaurant and you don't get a say in it, say, great, okay, I'll go. But then go online or call them and see if you can get nutrition facts sent over to you so that you can make an educated decision before you go there. Don't even look at the menu. You're just going to know what you're going to have. You arrive, you'll take your seats, the waiter will say, can I help you? What do you want to drink? You say water. And then maybe you could say, when your friend says, aren't you even going to look at the menu? You'd be like, oh no, I already know what I'm getting. Then you don't look at the pictures, you don't get enticed by the dessert menu and the beer selection and the, fancy stuff on the menu. You can just say, I've already made my choice. I know what I want. I've heard really good things about this, I've heard really good things about their salmon. That's it. You've already decided. Your friends aren't going to try to convince you. So that is part 2 of tips of weight loss hacks. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And like I said, I'll link part 1 down below in case you missed it. Thanks for watching. Bye.